Good day, good day. This is Yusuf from the Daily Money Market. This is Chair Yusuf. Yeah, man. It's first week, first day of the week. It's actually Monday. Wanna drop up some kind of market update of the week. What are we looking forward for this week for now? Yeah, man. So last Friday was the 23rd, which was one of the biggest, the drop down of the price in terms of the retail industries. So it was a Black Friday. We saw different types of companies making a lot of, significant in terms of, income. One of the company that makes significant income, it was about online sales. So we saw a lot of online sales to actually pick it up to all the way high, surpass the numbers that they were on a last year on a Black Friday. So on Friday again, there was a Thanksgiving from United States, so a lot of market from US they didn't have that much higher impact volatility. I think it was a holiday and people they were busy, with the Black Friday, so there was that not much in terms of volatility. So just to what we are looking up to from today Monday. There's no much in terms of retail, in terms of the high impact volatility in the market. There's not much about economic news that is actually happening from today. But moving on from tomorrow, Tuesday, that's where we're seeing from the Sydney session in the morning, we're seeing the Bank of the RBA governor speaks. From Australia, which is going to be early morning, 5:18 a.m., which is going to drive a lot of, Australian dollar and all correlated instrument to that, Australian dollar. Later on tomorrow, we also seeing the USD, United States, coming up with the CB consumer confidence, which is also is going to drive the dollar index, an all correlated instrument to a dollar, as well the indices from US, including the stocks as well. So we are expecting Nasdaq, US 30, S&P 500, Euro USD to have a high impact volatility when it comes to tomorrow, Tuesday, on a 5 p.m. Moving on a Wednesday, there's an Australian dollar consumer price index. So the consumer price index cPI is used to measure the change in the cost of living and adjust the financial instrument like a social security benefits and a wage contract. So CPI is one of the important. I think last week we saw the CPI from US. Pulling up the CPI numbers, and again last week we saw the CPI from South Africa, all the way to Lesotho, introducing the interest rate, that the interest rate is not going to be changed, it's going to be still stay the same. So yeah, CPI is coming on Wednesday. From Australian dollar, 2:30 a.m. Sydney session as well, early a.m. sessions. So if you are actually a trader with a Sydney session, look up to Australian dollar and all correlated instrument like AUD CAD, AUD CHEF, AUD JPY. Those are the instruments that can have a high impact volatility. Moving on Wednesday, later on at 3:30 p.m., there's a New Zealand official cash rate, which is also released by the monetary rate. And very, very, very important, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand implemented the monetary policy by using the official cash rate, OCR, to maintain the price stability and keep inflation within the target range. So the news is coming up to on Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. We're expecting Australian dollar to have a high impact volatility. We're also expecting all correlated instrument to New Zealand dollar to have also a higher impact volatility. So couple of things going on, couple of news going on Wednesday, of course. All day there's a German perimeter CPI. So again, there's a CPI from German Wednesday, which is going to happen any day on Wednesday. There's no specific date. Can pull up, the Feds can pull up and release, the report of the CPI. So all Eurozone, they're going to have a high impact volatility, including German 30. German 30 is one of the biggest, indices from Europe. It's actually combined with over 30 companies in German and other companies that are in Europe. That's why it's called GR30. So it's going to have a high impact volatility. UK 100 or so, it's there. It's going to have a high impact volatility, including Euro USD, Euro GBP, Euro CHF, Euro CAD, to have also the high impact volatility. So on Wednesday later on, we're seeing the GDP from US. It's actually a per-annum GDP. Stands for the per-annum gross domestic product, quarter over quarter growth rate, a significant economic indicator that measures the total value of goods and services produced within the country borders over the specific period. So there's a GDP from US coming on Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Looks like Wednesday is a very busy day in terms of high impact volatility, opportunities in a market, in a global market to actually make money. The last one on Wednesday, it's a Bank of England governor speaking. It's around 5 p.m. Again, we're going to expect all Eurozone to have a high impact volatility there, and all correlated, instrument from the euros to have also a high impact volatility. So Bank of England speaking at 5 p.m. It's a governor there who's going to be speaking. I think it's a Governor Jesse who's going to be speaking there. Moving on Thursday, there's a Chinese manufacturing PMI, which is going to come up on a seat on Asian session 3:30 a.m. We're expecting to see China 50, Japanese 225, Hong Kong 50, which is Nikkei, and China H, which is China Industrial, to have a high impact volatility when it comes to Chinese, manufacturing PMI 3:30 a.m. on Thursday. The big one on Thursday, it's OPEC. There's an OPEC meetings, the Joint Ministry Monitoring Committee, which is JMMC, is responsible for overseeing the implementations and the production adjustment urged upon the OPEC, non-OPEC countries to balance the global oil market. So the biggest, meeting, OPEC meeting is coming on Thursday. Actually, they're going to range in terms of how the price of WTI and the crude oil, it's actually, moving. Are they going to drop the price down or increase the price of, WTI and crude oil, which translates to petrol and oil and diesel, to become lesser or to become more expensive? So a big one there. There's also on Thursday, 3:30 p.m., there's Canadian GDP, gross domestic product from Canada. We're expecting CAD, all CAD instrument to have a higher impact volatility. We're also expecting CAD GPY, CAD New Zealand, Euro CAD to actually have a higher impact volatility when it comes to Thursday. Jumping on Friday, which is last day of the week, there's a Canadian unemployment change, 3:30 p.m. We're also expecting all Canadian dollar to have a high impact volatility, and all instruments that are actually, correlated to Canadian dollar. So moving on 5 p.m. on Friday, there's a United States manufacturing PMI. The ISM Manufacturing Purchase Manages the Index PMI is the widely followed economic indicator in the US that measures the health of manufacturing sector. It surveys the purchasing managers across a different industries. So the news is coming up on 5 p.m., which is Friday in the United States. The last one, it's at 6 p.m. in the US, which is the Fed Chair Powell speaking. So this is the Federal Reserve governor or a chair that is actually speaking about the interest rate, about how the economy is doing. It's one of the big one that most of the traders, they actually trade. It's called the FOMC. So the Fed Chair Powell is speaking on Friday, 6 p.m. So that's how high impact volatility news it's actually looking like this week. We are actually anticipating, a little bit of more movement from Tuesday, Wednesday, going all the way to Friday. But Monday, which is today, a little bit of quiet in terms of the market. So yeah, man, that's how the market is look like. And if we look on a chart, we are seeing Nasdaq is sitting at 15,956 at the moment, 15,956. My personal anticipation, it's actually Nasdaq to push the price a little bit, maybe to 15,900. flat or even above that 15,900 to 16,000, back to the top of the 16,000. So that's what I'm anticipating when it comes to NAS 100, the combination of tech companies of 100 in US. When it comes to US data, again, sitting at 35,342. My high anticipation is to move the market to move a little bit higher up to 35,400 flats. That's where I think the market will be able to actually, go. When it comes to gold, we saw gold rallying all the way up as a bullish movement, to 12,000 to 2000 and 2018, which is one of the highest peak as well when it comes to gold. But right now it's sitting at 2012. My highly anticipating move, it's actually gold to, to drop a little bit, to push the price a little bit down, maybe to 1,990, $1,990 per gold. That's what I'm actually, anticipating when it comes to gold. But one more thing that I wanted to look up to look on, it's WTI, which is on Thursday. We're seeing there's a OPEC meeting where they're gonna be able to, to announce the next price movement of the, Brent oil or WTI. So WTI right now it's sitting at $79 per barrel. I'm not sure how the outcome of the meeting it will be, but I think the way it's doing, it's actually pushing the price down. I think it's gonna get maybe at least to $76 per barrel. If we can push the price to $76 per barrel, by the end of this week, then we are in a a high possible move of having a very very affordable petrol or diesel, on our cars. So yeah, man, that's actually how the market is looking like. I want you to keep on subscribing, like the video, go on a YouTube, subscribe. It's the Daily Money Market. The host is Chair Yusuf Mbite.